Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Music Analyst show with me, your boy the man, NJ, number 2 the city, with a number 2 in TL. Let's go into this Analyst video. Yeah. So, once again, to all Grace VanderWaal's fans, this should be one of the, only next two. This is one of 2 videos that I'm going to do for now that's on Grace VanderWaal once again. Because due to all the new views that those 3 videos got, and due to the person that commented, one of the people that commented on those videos, I feel the need to be a tad bit more accurate with at least 1 or 2 more songs off of her Just the Beginning album. Now, I totally forgot until I just looked it up about 5, 10, 15 minutes ago. Her other EP that she released in 2016 titled Perfectly Imperfect. Haven't listened to that whatsoever, but I will definitely listen to that and review that as well. So, for Grace VanderWaal fans, here's how it goes. The person that commented is one of my newest subscribers. But just to let, I believe so, Miss SJL know, just to let, or Mr. SJL, I can't fully see very vividly within that picture of whether you are a male or a female, but I can assure you that, like, if you go to that person's YouTube channel, I can, because right now it's just that little tiny circle on my screen, so I can't fully tell. But, I can assure you, I don't do reviews on music all the time. Like, I don't do reviews on everybody else's music all the time. I'm thankful that you subscribe to me, but just to let you know, if you're expecting more reviews on Grace VanderWaal from me, I don't do many of them. Like this is like my 4th one done within the last 2, 3 how many months. But I don't do many. I don't do many reviews on other people's music. Period. But the reason why I'm just now starting this new show titled The Music Analyst Show is because I'm going to start doing that. So much music to listen to. I know I have plenty of opinions on a lot of music, so why not? Let's go ahead and start that up. But if I'm not mistaken, here are 2 of the comments that commenter left on my my YouTube on that video. The video of the Music Analyst episode 1 reviewing Grace VanderWaal's Just the Beginning debut album part 2. By the way, thank you to the 2 people who have liked that video thus far. But here's the comment. It says, yes, it's ukulele on those tracks, kinda her trademark. She also played it for some tracks by herself and also did drums, etc. Multi-talent. Which I completely agree with you. She is definitely multi-talented, and like I said plenty other times, has a beautiful, great, and bright future in music and in everything she God first aspires to do, because she is, again, very much a very talented, outgoing, spontaneous, young soul that is going to do great, great things in her blessed, gifted, God first, 600 Shady Young life, so forth and so forth. And then the rest of the comment says, I'm not sure whether you got those Moonlight lyrics or not, but it's a song about a depressed friend who denies the situation and tries to hide it all, but the main person of that poem, her closest friend, can still see, though, it all that she's about to break, just as the lyrics tell, as a true genius. Yes, she is a true genius. Grace, though, put it all into controversial, danceable melody. Well, I definitely have to agree with you 100% on everything, but definitely the last 2-3 sentences, because I definitely couldn't tell that it was even a depressing song. Like you just said, she put it in a very danceable melody with a very danceable beat, if you were to ask me. So I definitely couldn't tell, it was even supposed to be, I couldn't even tell that the lyrics were trying to tell I guess you could say a sad story or of sorts, or whatever you want to call it. I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell. It sounded more like a, like you just said, like a danceable, vibe, a danceable groove. It sounded, like I said before in the other videos, it made me think of like my song that Gonna Get Married Soon, to where it's like something you could play in the morning or in the afternoon or even at night to get you up and going about, about life and the day and living in the moment and celebrations. That's what I got from that song Moonlight. But obviously I was obviously wrong because you just dissected it, I guess to the realest extent to me in that comment. But I'm going to pull up the Moonlight lyrics and tell you exactly where I got my idea, the exact lyrics where I got my idea from, that this is what it was about. Where she says in the chorus, I'm pretty sure is where it says, where she says in the chorus, remember last year when you told me to always stay here and never leave me. The light from your eyes, the light from your eyes. The light from your eyes made it feel like we're dancing in the moonlight. See, right there, that's where I got it, and that's where I got the sentiment from, that, and that plus, it was that plus the danceable melody and danceable beat that she put to it that made me think that gave me my ideas of my song, Gonna Get Married Soon. Because I'm thinking of myself like, the light from your eyes made it feel like we're dancing in the moonlight. For me, that's where I get that whole thing from, of like, celebrate life, celebrate this, celebrate that, something to, dance the night away to, and something to, get up in the morning and feel happy to. You get the point, That's where those are the specific lyrics where I got my idea, my testament to where I believe these lyrics were leading and what I believe they meant, in my opinion. But thank you to that commenter, SJL, for correcting me on on the true intent of what the song and those lyrics were based upon, what they meant. Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. So like I said before, I'm gonna make another video on her 2016 EP titled Perfectly Imperfect. So to everybody that likes me reviewing music, or just specifically her art, there's a few more videos coming soon on it. Okay, and yeah, so the second comment. Let's get to the second comment. The second comment was, the song is burnt and... Okay, hold up. Dang it. Forgive me. Yeah, you're right. It's titled Burnt, not Burning. I don't know where I... think about it, But I was typing that in, burning just popped in my mind instead of burnt, but okay. Forgive me, though. But, yeah. The comment says the song is titled Burnt, and it's not actually that much about those fire safety related things at all you mentioned. Yes, because in that same video, that's exactly what I mentioned about all that fire safety stuff, of like, how a lot of kids could be able to, a lot of people, period, but definitely kids right now, could be able to relate to it in that way, of which, where their parents are telling them not to touch the hot stove unless you want to get burnt and stuff like that. It's like saying that's the immediate, for me, that was the immediate comparison, the immediate impact that it had to my listening ears and to my knowledge on that subject. But it also definitely, if you were to go subliminal, I guess if you were to go subliminal into a deeper rooted meaning, even a spiritual meaning, you could definitely say it has to do with, well, actually, let's read what you said first. You said, she has even told about this song more in detail on stage at the Valley Hospital fundraising concert. The song was conspiracy theory themed. She speaks with metaphors. Well, I cannot tell you how many times more times I'm going to listen to that song or listen to the entire album. I'm probably going to listen to it at least a good 10 more times, if not more. But I can assure you that one of the other deep-rooted meanings to it could also be, at least from me, in my opinion, because you already obviously wrote me what it truly is and other stuff like that. But from my opinion, listening to it, the other deep-rooted meaning could be towards like cause and effect, towards love and relationships. Oh, don't do this, or this will happen to you. Like you will get like don't do this, or you will get burned in this type of way because of that cause and that effect of love and relationships, or cause and effect of of like whatever situation you were to put in there. It could be a cause and effect situation on just everyday life struggles, everyday life journeys. It could also be love and relationships. It could be so many things. Like at least if you were to ask me, there's definitely like, thank you for again telling me the actual meaning to it. But if you were to take it a tad bit more subliminal and a tad bit more deeper into even bigger context, you could actually also put it towards those meanings and those objectives of like love and relationships, life goals, life struggles, trials and tribulations and stuff like that, cause and effect into all those things. Like if you do this, if you do that, this and that's going to happen to you because of you doing this and you doing that, and so forth and so forth. There's so many other definite ways to break it down into. But thank you once again, SJL, for explaining to me the actual more authentic meaning behind the song and its lyrics. Thank you very much for sharing that with me. Sorry, by the way, if anything's been if anything is being misconcepted in anything I'm saying right now. But the song that I was just listening to before I even started making this video, again off the Just the Beginning album, was also titled So Much More Than This. Like I said before in the video that I did yesterday, one of the 3 videos that I posted yesterday, one of the top things I was talking about was that entire demographic of like So Much More Than This speaks to me in a way of like, into like my testament of what higher morals and higher values are, higher perspectives. For me, that's what the song title speaks to me as, from that history, from that demographic, from that entire, whichever other words you want to put in there. Because for me, higher morals, higher purposes, higher everything like that has to do with you always searching for a cleaner way to do things, a better ways to learn, and more efficient ways to, learn, build, grow, and prosper. Not like, for example, like not getting angry every chance you get, not yelling every chance you get because you're like, hey, I can do better than this. I can do better than this. I can be better than this, do better than this. And there's just cleaner ways to get all the emotion out. There's cleaner ways to get all the configurations out, and there's just cleaner ways to show your true poise, your true dignity, your true character, your true intelligence, and other stuff like that. That's what stuff like So Much More Than This means to me when it comes to my definitions of what higher morals are, and this is more. Because even the title, This Is More, again, for me, because again, I got a song coming out titled This Is More coming out very, very soon, but even This Is More for me symbolizes stuff like saying, like, this is about your afterlife. This is about your soul with Jesus Christ. This is about your heart with Jesus Christ. This is about your afterlife with Jesus Christ. This is about what are you doing right now to help prepare you for the next 2-3 days, 2-3 years. Like, what are your plans? What are your goals? What's your personality like? How are you living? What's your truth? What's fake? What's real? And other stuff such as are you already living with purpose? Are you already living with destiny? Like, do you already know this stuff, or are you still searching for it? And are you taking those right steps with likes and interests and loves? Are you already taking those steps with everything I just named to try to find your destiny, try to find your purpose, to try to find your higher learning calling within your everyday life, so forth and so forth. So, by the way, shout out, God bless Miss forgot her last name. No, I didn't. Miss Joyce Meyer with her ministries titled Enjoying Everyday Life. I've gotten some inspiration from that, by the way, and I've gotten definitely some of my own lyrics from that title of Enjoying Everyday Life with Miss Joyce Meyer. So shout out, God bless her. But so much more than this. Like I said, those are just the testaments of what it means to me and how it speaks to me when I hear the title of So Much More Than This, and then when I hear it as many times as I have, and then connecting the dots with me and my own life, me and my own ministries, and me and my own testaments, and me and my own things which I share